All right, y'all, here we go. Paragraph 3. That's what we're working on today is paragraph 3. So I put the links in the chat, but just in case you didn't get to those links, here are where you need to go. You need to open up 2 assignments. You're going to open up your essay rough draft, right? That's the PowerPoint. And you're also going to open up your textual evidence tracker. Okay, so both of these need to be open. Again, that is from last week, your textual evidence tracker, and from this week, your rough draft. Okay, today we're going to be working on paragraph 3. So paragraph 3 is going to be using the second reason from your thesis statement. Remember, your thesis statement states something like this. Yours might be a little different. While intolerance in the past is different from intolerance in the present because it was private and now it is public, it is also the same because it is still based on race. So whatever reason you used for paragraph 2, whichever reason you highlighted in yellow, that was your claim for paragraph 2. For paragraph 3, we're going to use the claim from what is highlighted in green. So in paragraph 3, where it says restate your claim, remember our claim is that intolerance in the past is either similar or different, depending on what you used for your second paragraph. If you said in your second paragraph that intolerance in the past is similar to intolerance in the present, then this paragraph needs to state that intolerance in the past is different, and vice versa. So in our paragraph 2, we wrote that intolerance in the past is different. So in this paragraph, we're going to write that intolerance in the past is similar to intolerance in the present because, and then you will put either your reason, or if you use the same thesis statement that I used, you're going to write it is still based on race. That means that every piece of textual evidence we cite needs to support that. Every piece of textual evidence we cite needs to say that it is still based on race. So we're going to go to our textual evidence tracker. Actually, go ahead and pause here if you need to pause. So pause here. Make sure you have your claim. You know what you're looking for. Come back to the video when you're done. All right, now we're going to be looking for our evidence. So our first place to look will be our textual evidence tracker, and that's here. We're going to look to see the things that we cited, to see can they fit, do they work. I know that in our last video, I gave you guys examples of things that would work. I'm not going to do that this time because you've already done a paragraph. If you don't see anything in your textual evidence tracker that's going to help support your claim, then I suggest you go back to Google Classroom and you look at the articles again. The Facebook post is in week 11. The article is in week 6. Once you find your piece of evidence, you're going to type it here. And we always type, making sure that we have the article name, the paragraph number, and the quotation word for word. Remember, it's not a paraphrase. Go ahead and pause here, find your evidence, type it in. Okay, now we're going to move on to the explanation portion. So how does this piece of evidence that you found, how does it support our claim that intolerance in the past is similar to intolerance in the present because it's still based on race? So how does this show that it's still based on race? Our sentence stem that we always use for our explanation is this shows that. If your explanation needs to be more than one sentence because you need to fill it out a little more, that's fine. Please make sure that you are comparing past and present within your explanation, that you show that it's the same. So go ahead and pause, fill out your explanation. All right, for your next pieces, you're following the same format. So you're going to cite another piece of evidence that supports this claim, and you're going to explain that piece of evidence as well. So you use the same sentence stems for the next 2. You use according to blank in paragraph blank, and then you cite, and then for explain, this shows that. So use the same exact resources. If you need any help, please make sure you come back to the meeting, you ask questions so we can help you out. Please do not suffer on your own. Please do not think that we're going to write it for you. This is something you need to do. It's a big project. It's a culminating task. I believe in you. You can get this done. Remember, it needs to be done today. Good luck.